Good morning. Great day, powerful people. This is Ro-Lunda Jackson, the Empowerment Advocate. We're going to be coming to you with episode 5 of the Wise Wednesday Empowerment Moment. And we're going to get started here in about 90 seconds. If you're online with us, go ahead and type in the chat. Where are you from? Give us some thumbs up, some likes, and some hearts if you would. That would be greatly appreciated. I want to share this on my timeline. And we're going to get started here in about another 60 seconds. Share, there we go. Awesome. Here we go, people. Hey, Gary, how you doing? All right. So it is now 2 minutes after the hour, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, this is Ro-Lunda Jackson, the Empowerment Advocate, coming to you with episode 5 of the Wise Wednesday Empowerment Moment. And we're going to have a special guest on today, one of my business partners and growing good friend out of the Austin, Texas area. And she's on. And all right, Gary, have your paper and pen ready. Awesome. We're going to be talking about the education behind the financial process. I believe, yes, the education behind the financial process / strategy. So if all of you, hey, Carolyn, bring you on in just a moment. We're going to be talking about the financial strategy. There is not the financial strategy, but finances need strategy. Okay. So we're going to be talking about what you learn as you implement the strategies to making sure that your finances get on track. Now, before we move into that, I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Project Infinity 5000. And what Project Infinity 5000 is, we're building a network of 5,000 plus business partners across the U.S. with the intention of helping 250,000 plus families build their financial legacies for their families for generations to come. And if you want to be a part of this project, then you can reach out to me, Ro-Lunda Jackson, and I will send you some information, or we can chat. You can reach me at 210-672-7500. Okay. This is part of the Handle Your Business Empowerment Enterprises as well, and it's powered by a company by the name of My Econ, the Personal Financial Success Company, of which its sole purpose and mission is to help people become personally, financially successful. I.e., if your goal is to just get your finances on track, this can do it. If your goal is to create a legacy for your family, this can do it. If your goal is to become a millionaire, this can do it. So we're going to ask that you like, our page, Empowerment Advocate, where we're broadcasting from, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Empowerment Advocate, as well, as we are building that channel. So now we're going to move into our episode today, and we're not going to be before you long. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on Miss Carolyn, and let's see. Search. See if I can get this right, y'all. All right, here we go. Invitation is sent, Carolyn. I just need you to accept. Let's see, did I do it right? Make sure I did it right. Try that again. Yeah, I did. Add viewers, super. Okay, yeah. Okay. So as we're waiting for Miss Carolyn to jump on the broadcast here, we're going to just talk a little bit about the financial process and strategy. There is when you're working to. Good morning, Dr. Bobo. Good morning. Thank you for jumping on. All right. That's my friend, y'all. That's an awesome dude right there. And his beautiful wife. Hey, Courtney. Hey. Where's Carolyn? I'm looking for Carolyn. I need you to get on here, girlfriend. Yep. Do you see the invited thing? If not, request to be on the broadcast. So as we work that thing out, I guess we should have did a test run before before we got on here, but it's all good. It's all good. So the financial process, we're on a mission to help people get their finances straight. Okay, now don't get offended. If you're offended by that, then this is not for you. If you're feeling some kind of way about that, this is not for you. However, if you know that your finances are not where they need to be, I sent you a request, Carolyn, or I sent you an invite. I can't re-invite you because it's not letting me. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me turn that little thingamabob on. All right. Okay. Let's see if that helps. I turned on something. Can you request to be in the broadcast, Carolyn? So I know that it was I couldn't find the buttons on my laptop, so that's why I'm coming from my phone, because it shows how you can invite from your phone. So, but we're going to be discussing the education that you receive as you're going through the process of getting your finances straight. So you want to be able to maximize the income that you're already receiving, especially for those that are. All right, here we go. Approve, add. Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Let's try it again. Approve, add. Well, I see your little picture up there. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm approving you. They'll receive an invite to join your broadcast. Okay. Okay, I see it, but I don't know what's going on. Technology is beautiful when it works well, and especially when you know what you're doing. but I believe we're making all the right moves. The connection is just not being made. Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes. So I'm excited about you guys meeting her. She's an awesome individual, and she's very gifted in teaching and making sure. Yes, Dr. Bobo, I agree. Has been acting weird. There she is. Hey, lady.
Hey,
All right.
guess who
Let's see
decided
if
to
it'll.
join?
Hey.
Hey, Miss Ro, how are you?
Yeah, I am doing better than
Looks
amazing.
like
How
I
about
have
yourself?
got the audio sounding kind of choppy on.
Okay. Well, we gonna work with it the best we can here. So yeah, Dr. Bobo said it's been acting weird lately that adding in. So, but we're gonna press forward anyhow, and we're gonna get this information and share this information with those that are on, and we're going to empower the people. But that's the whole purpose of this broadcast, is for empowerment. And so, like we had already discussed, this is about the education behind the financial process / strategy. So when you're dealing with your finances and you're working to get them to a point to where they are doing what you want them to do, and that's basically by giving them instructions, then you learn some things along the way with that. And so I just want you to go ahead and give us what you got. And so, like I said, you were the inspiration for this topic because of a conversation that we were having about business. And so and you made that statement. You didn't even realize it, but you did. Thank you very much.
Well, what I found on this journey is that no matter America is bleeding financially. Okay, we know that there's evidence of that. We see it by going into fast food restaurants, McDonald's. Okay, I'm at a McDonald's now. It's behind me. Going into McDonald's, not just Walmart anymore, are hiring senior citizens. The question is why? Why are we seeing more senior citizens still working versus spending time with their family, traveling,
Right.
enjoying their hobbies? Why are we seeing, if we have a job, why are we struggling with putting money in our savings account, building our investment account? What is going on? So there's evidence all around us, whether you're retired or you're still in the workplace. So if we're bleeding, how do we stop the bleeding? Well, first of all, you have to understand the reason why you're bleeding. And I think a lot of people don't understand it. I'm struggling, I'm hurt, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. Then I'm gonna do what's necessary. Okay, you got a lot of companies out here that are basically, they're coming. They see your hurt. Okay, they see your hurt, and like a bug. Okay, your blood, your pain is attracting them, and so who are these blood suckers that I'm talking about? I'm talking about these payday loan companies that are in your emails, that are on the internet all day long, that are on Facebook ads. Okay, they're wanting to give you money, knowing, okay, let me help you to consolidate. Let me help you. Let me give you $1,000, knowing you don't need credit. Well, why? Did you ever wonder why don't I need credit to get a loan? How can I just give information without verifying my information, and you just all willy-nilly want to give me money, right? Why? Because they know that they're going to be able to get more from you than what you're giving them. So they're taking advantage of our need. Okay, so you have all these different entities coming at you. You're feeling overwhelmed just to make ends meet. Okay, so what do? You have to be educated. It's cool to fix your credit. Okay. It's cool to pay bills. The problem is though, when we're just working overtime, when we're just going to work, okay, when we're just relying on what the government has given us, Social Security,
Right.
pensions, if you are lucky to still have one. The military lost their pension, if my memory is correct, recently. Okay, so if these things are going away, or we have them, and we're just solely relying on the basic knowledge that I have something in place, I got money coming in, and we're not focused on why don't I have enough, nothing is going to change. So
right.
what I love about what we do is we provide the education. Okay, let's talk about credit for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
If your credit is less than, I'm just going to say 670. Okay. If your credit is less than 670, something happened. Either you didn't fully understand how credit works, something happened in your life. There was a period of time where you went through a major change. Okay. Maybe it could have been a loss of job, divorce, whatever have you, right? Something caused you to happen, or you just don't understand credit, period. Or I'm going to hit you with this. I went to college and got all these loans, okay, because I was told I need to go to school without a plan to pay off the loan. The plan, and I relied on what they told me, which is go to college, get these loans, get a job to pay the loans. Okay, so people are dying with debt. That doesn't work. That job, how many people do we see in the workplace that have jobs, but their job doesn't require the degree that they went and got?
That's
okay?
true.
That
happens to a lot of people.
You know, you work in minimum wage, $12, $14 an hour, $16 an hour. If you're lucky, I'm gonna just give you bold and say 23. Okay, 20. That's not enough to pay off debt that you got from school. Okay.
No.
So what's happening? Where's the missing link? The missing link is that we are taught that we have to work hard for money, versus understanding money is ever flowing. It comes back in full circle if you know what to do. Okay, so how do I take my money and stop it from just going out? How do I get it to come back? Where you have to know a little thing called assets. Take cash, asset, cash. You got to understand that. The problem is, if I'm struggling right now, okay, Carolyn, I heard you say cash, assets, cash. What is an asset? It is something, okay, that is working, making money for you when you can't. You have to do anything. You have to do something one time, put money up. And then interest itself, compound interest, is going to then start, if you know how to select proper. So you need knowledge to know, okay, what type of entity I should have my money at, so that I can have proper interest to be able to sustain the life that I want. We're a millionaire. We're either $1 million in debt, $1 million in the broke, or we're a millionaire living. You understand what I mean? But the fact doesn't change. That $1 million is passing through us. The question then becomes, how do I make it stop with me? How do I make it stop in my bank account? Okay. So when I'm long gone, my children can enjoy it. But better yet, how about teach my children how to have cash, asset, cash, so that they can continue to leave something more than just $100,000, $30,000 of funeral money. Okay.
Right.
So we need the education. So I touched on credit and then I hopped off. Okay. So let me go back to credit. Okay. So if we're doing certain things and our credit is suffering for whatever reason, and then you have these companies coming in saying, hey, pay me and I will fix you. Okay. Number one thing wrong with that: how can you pay a company $100, $70? Money is what got you in the situation to begin with.
Right.
Your money situation is what got you in bad debt. Is what got you in collections. So if I can't afford to pay the bill, think realistic, long term. How am I going to be able to pay you something I already feel like I don't have? So I'm going to give it to you because I'm thinking I can't fix it. Maybe you know something. Maybe you know something I don't know. Okay. So let me throw this question out there. Why don't you want to know what they know?
That's a good question.
If we can agree that I'm going to give you my money because it's a possibility you know something that I don't, because I'm trying and I can't get out the circle. So I'm going to pay you. Why don't you empower? Empowerment means owning, taking back.
Right.
So
Right.
why don't
Right.
I want to know what they know? Because if I
Right.
know what they know, how to fix my credit, then first of all, I'm going to save dollars, lots of dollars. Okay.
Right.
Because it costs nothing to fix your credit, nothing but your time. And we keep saying that we don't have time and I'd rather pay and blah, blah, blah. Well, then what you're really saying, the truth of the matter is what you're saying is, I'm comfortable being broke. I'm comfortable struggling.
Yeah.
So we don't want to get that. We don't want to look at ourselves. We don't want to own that. We complain, but yet we're not doing anything different. I don't have time to learn, so I'm just going to pay you. When you can't, the truth is you can't afford to pay them. You're going to hang on for a little while. You're going to pay that company. You're going to pay that payday loan for a little while until it starts to continue. That starts to mound up. Because we all know, let's look at tax refunds. Okay, why do so many people enjoy it? Because I'm struggling all year. I get this lump sum of money, and for a short amount of time, this window, I can breathe. Okay, I can do whatever, or feel like I can do whatever it is that I want to do.
Right.
I can shop till I drop. You know, I don't have to look at prices. I know I got it. Right. I'm just eating out, spending like crazy.
For a little bit.
For a little bit, but it's short lived, right?
Short lived. Very short lived.
It's short lived. So
and let me jump in right on that. That short lived feeling is a feeling that we can have all the time if we take the time to learn the proper way to put our money to work for us. Absolutely. And so in all that you have said, what I'm hearing you say is, if we're not educated about how to get our money to work, then we're setting ourselves up for failure, for financial failure versus financial success. And that's the whole goal of what it is that we do, is to set people up, to set whoever, the family, the friends, the enemies too, because they needed to set them up for financial success. We have to lay aside our pride. We have to lay aside our need, or what we think is a need, to have to always be in control. At some point, we have to give up a little of that control in order to receive the empowerment that we need to take back control and maintain that control with our finances. So that's what I'm hearing you say. Is that about on point?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because without that education, what just begins to happen is those payday loans, or whatever loan you got, or those credit companies that you're paying to help you fix your credit. What happens is the circle comes back around and you can't afford that either. And you have progress, so you get excited, but then at some point you're $1,000 later. That $1,000 could have been in your savings account. Okay.
For sure.
So when I hear people say, I don't have the time, you don't not have the time, is the reality of it. You
can't afford not to have the time.
And if we continue to want to put blinders on, or put a toilet paper around this financial cuts, if I want to continue to put toilet paper to bandage it, okay, versus going in and having surgery, which is that knowledge, understanding what's really happening and how to actually make money work, then you're just going to continue to bleed. The question is, how long is that toilet paper going to last? Okay. How long is that going to last? So what are we going to do about it? Okay. So what I love about this movement is that everything that we do is education. And then you might be saying, well, I've heard, I understand what y'all are saying, and I know, to pay off debt. You know what? You don't know everything. You don't. That's where humility has to come in. That's where humility has to come to it. And I have to humble myself, and I have to submit and say, you know what? Not only do I know everything, but I'm going to actually follow somebody who knows what they're doing. I'm going to copy the right cat. I heard that and I
Right.
liked it. I'm a copy
That sounds good.
that. Okay. That's a powerful
Right,
statement.
right.
We all copying somebody. We see the flashy cars. Okay. We see all, my homegirl going to happy hour all the time and I want to be just like her. Oh, she got this and she got that. That's the wrong cat to follow. Because what does her bank account look like? And if she
That's right.
has money, okay, where does the money come from? Okay. So if
Mm-hmm.
you don't have
Mm-hmm.
proper investments,
Mm-hmm.
and again, proper is the key word.
Proper.
Proper.
That's right.
If you have a
Proper.
401k, if you have a work pension, that is great. You are in the right direction. What we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about is knowing how much you have, knowing when do you want to retire, how much you're going to need by that retirement date. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
how much interest is your money in your 401k or retirement growing? I see people
Right.
that have jobs and they're still, come retirement, they're struggling because they
Yes.
never took
Yes.
back to look at what's happening. Okay. They just realized they
Right.
were
Right.
just secure in their situation. So you got to have education. Education is key, and I said key, but what's powerful is applying what you're learning. And so we're
Right.
here educate people to, I'm not only going to educate you, but I'm going to motivate you and encourage you to apply it.
Right.
Everybody.
Right. It's one thing. It's one thing to have money, but it's another thing to understand money.
Yeah.
It's one thing to have it. It's something totally different to understand it. Because when you understand it, then you can apply the principles and strategies to continue growing that money. So if you
Right.
don't know, if you don't understand how to grow it, then eventually what you have is going to run out.
Right.
It's going to run out. But if you understand what money is and how it works, and the fact that it works 24/7, 365, which is way more than what we can do as an individual, then that money will continue to grow. And then that's where you get into the arena of creating a legacy to leave for your children, your children's children, and so on. And even to the point to where you can enjoy some of that before your time is up. So
right.
that understanding the money while having it is great.
With that too, Ro, I think people have to understand that we were set up for failure. We were set up to work for somebody else. We were set up, okay, to keep the economy going. Okay, we were set up, okay, and signs of that, evidence of that is look at all this advertisement commercials enticing you to buy. Okay, we're used to that. Okay, where are all these holidays coming from? Every time you turn around, there's a holiday coming up. There's a sale going on. There's a holiday. The schools, every time I turn around, if you are a parent on the line, you understand this. Every time you turn around, the school is asking for money for something. Somebody is always trying to reach in your pocketbook. And that puts the pressure on you to not only come through and to participate, but then it guilt trip you because you don't want to tell your kid, no, we can't participate that. So now ego is jumping in, right?
Right.
I'd rather no temporarily than continue to say no throughout my child's lifetime. Let's think about that.
Right.
I'd rather say no now than to have to continue to say no 10, 15, 20 years later. Right. But how can we position ourselves to where we can begin to say yes, yes. Yes, I can do it. Confident. I don't need a payment plan because I got it.
Right.
What can we do now to position ourselves that if that car breaks down or something in that house breaks down, that I can position myself to just open a checkbook. Here you go. And I'm not stressed out. Lack of financial education is causing early death. It's causing gray hair unnecessarily. It is.
Very true. Very true. So true. So true. That's the example of that is people that work until they can't work anymore, and then shortly after they stop working, they're gone.
Right.
It's like they literally worked themselves to death. And
Right.
our goal is to help people understand and realize that that does not have to be like that. You don't
No.
have to work for every single solitary dime that you make. You just have to learn how to grow those dimes a different kind of way, creating different streams of income, setting yourself up to receive passive and residual income where you do the work one time. But
Oh, Rob.
you have to have the what? You have to have the education. You have to have the knowledge. In anything that we do, especially in our finances, we need knowledge, which is the information, receiving the information. We need understanding, which is helping us to know exactly what's going on. And then we need wisdom, which is the application of the knowledge. Having the information and sitting on it is not going to do anything for us. But once we
No.
apply it, which is where the wisdom comes in, then that's where we begin to catapult ourselves to another level. And so it may not show up
Yeah.
right away. People may not see it, but as long as you know within yourself that you're getting it together and that you're slowly getting to the next level or quickly getting to the next level, depending on what kind of system or program you have plugged yourself into, i.e. my econ, which is us, then that's all that matters. Because just like anything else, you put in the work, you receive an award. Then everybody sees you getting that reward because of the work that you had already been doing that they didn't notice. And that's the same thing. I think I got that from Dr. Bobo. But the same thing happens with our finances as well. We're putting in the work, but everybody don't see the work that we're putting in. They're just seeing a result when you drive up in that new vehicle, when you get into that new home, when you're able to put your kids through college and pay for it right off and don't worry about getting loans and financial aid and things of that nature. So it's not about impressing other people. It's about getting it together within yourself. And so whatever your level of personal
Mm-hmm.
financial success is, whatever that means to you, then that's your personal financial success. But the bottom line of it is you have to be educated.
Yeah.
You have to be educated. If you just want
Yeah.
$3,000 a month
I mean,
and you know
having
exactly what you need to do it, go ahead.
Yeah, well, and having a job is a wonderful thing, especially when you're doing something that's
It is.
aligned with your purpose, that makes you feel good, that you enjoy
Exactly.
doing. We all have gifts. And so working just expedites the process of you reaching your financial goals. So working a job is cool. The power comes when you can join forces with something that causes residual income. That little nasty word that I just love. Okay,
Yes.
residual
Yes.
income. Okay, we hear assets, we hear investments. Another term for all of that is residual income. It upfront money that you go to work, you clock in, you put in your 80 hours, you get that one sum check. The question is, if you have no vacation time, no sick time, and you take off a week, that's it. You're not getting paid again. Okay, let that sink in. You're not getting paid again. So residual income is, I don't have to do all the work. Okay, through a proper business structure, my goals, okay, the effort to reach my goals is still being carried on. Okay, it's still being carried on through leverage. Therefore, when whatever happens, if I get sick, or if I'm tired or I have an emergency and I have to step back, okay, that business structure is continuing to run. Structure. Everything is about structure. Everything is about proper order. Everything is about education, knowing what to do. The problem a lot of people make in this business or any business is they get caught up in the dream. Okay, I want to own it. I want to be my own boss. I want my own time. But yet once they jump in and they go hard, they realize, okay, this is not easy. It's because you're still missing something. You took the basic, right? And you let that fuel you into movement of entrepreneurship, which is great. The problem is, though, you're still lacking education. You don't have a structure. You don't have a system. Ego is stepping in the way. You're not following the system if you have one. Okay, because we too busy trying to do things our way. We can't wear the reason why we're drained. The reason why things is not working how we want in life right now is because we're wearing too many hats. So again, what are some things that we can do in place to start to divvy out some of this responsibility? Strategy. You can make your money work for you. You absolutely can. Anybody can. It does not require selling. It doesn't require clocking into another job, you know, leaving your family for another 4 hours. It doesn't require that, but it does require knowledge, applied knowledge.
Right. That is so solid right there, Carolyn. And that the education, the knowledge, the education and the application of that education and knowledge is so key. So as we move to the close of this particular broadcast, and it's been phenomenal. I know we could talk longer. And so with that being said, I'm gonna have to bring you back on again, girl. With that being said, how
Texas.
Let's close with this question right here. Education about the financial process / strategy. How can we draw empowerment from that? Specifically focusing on financial education. I think you got a little froze there, so we might. Yeah. Did you get the question?
No, huh?
Okay, let me repeat it
you
again.
Said how,
I think the connection's getting a little quirky.
How can we get empowered?
Yes, how can we draw empowerment from being financially educated? Take us out with that real quick.
Okay, you can draw empowerment because empowerment is owning, it's having control. So instead of giving our control to everybody else, if you apply knowledge that we're here to teach you and to share with you, okay? If we're here, if you take the information that we're going to give you and you start applying that, you now have the power back financially because it's going to save you money. You have empowerment because you can do more. You're owning your time. You have empowerment because it's not just going to, it's going to have the trickle down effect. It's going to affect your family, okay? Your friends, those around you that are willing and open to learning, okay? So empowerment is something that makes you strong, right? And so as you begin to grow mentally, you're going to grow spiritually, you're going to grow emotionally, and bottom line, you cannot help but to also grow financially. That is power. That is power.
Yes, absolutely. That was phenomenal. Very, very, very solid. Courtney says, without a strategy and a plan, it's just a wish.
Absolutely. Courtney is
definitely
right.
So. You are so right, Courtney. Without a plan, without a strategy, it's just a wish. So that has this is going to bring this episode to a close. And like I said, once again, I'm going to bring this young lady back on again. And she is so gifted and is so profound in what it is that she is passionate about, which is teaching. So and when it comes to your finances, we are both passionate about making sure that those around us, our family, our friends, our loved ones, are not suffering or not being or staying financially uneducated. We want to make sure that we get to the point to where we are financially free, financially successful. So on that point, we're going to bring this episode to a close. This is Ro-Lunda Jackson, the Empowerment Advocate, with Miss Carolyn Solis, our special guest for today. Thank you, my friend. And we're going to sign out here now. And so it was my pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Appreciate that. And again, this is powered, sponsored by Project Infinity 5000, where we are building a network of 5,000 plus business partners across the U.S. with the mission of helping 250,000 plus families build their financial legacies. All right. And so, and this is powered by none other than the Personal Financial Success Company by the way of My Econ, which is short for My Economy. So personalize that. It's about your economy. So get your economy together first before we can go out and help others get theirs in line. And so I'm going to ask that you like our page, the Empowerment Advocate page, and our YouTube channel, the Empowerment Advocate, as well. And so at this moment, we are signing off. This is Ro-Lunda Jackson again with Miss Carolyn Solis. And we pray that you have a blessed day because you absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye for now. Thank you, my friend, once again.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in for our show on today. If you found value in today's empowerment moment, please like our page and share this video. Join us again next Wednesday, same place, same time. Bye-bye for now.